Okay, think about this for a second. That reflex, you know, first thing when you wake up, maybe last thing before bed, grabbing your phone.
Uh-huh. Happens to a lot of us.
And I bet for many listening, Instagram is right there in that routine. It's
What?
just there.
It often is. And today we're kind of digging into why it's so, well, sticky, why we keep going back.
Right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we're looking at how Instagram gets us hooked, basically. We're drawing on this really interesting piece by Jayant Jain on the PM Shelf. It's from May 1st, 2025.
Okay.
And it breaks down how Instagram uses Nir Eyal's hook model. So our mission really is to unpack the specific techniques they use according to this analysis.
Got it. The hooked model. I know the basics, but let's dive in. The article starts with triggers, yeah? What are those exactly?
Yeah, triggers. They're the spark, the thing that initiates the behavior.
Oh.
Jane points out there are two types, internal and external.
Internal first.
Right. Internal triggers are feelings, your emotions or states of mind. For Instagram, it's often things like boredom, maybe loneliness,
Right.
or that classic fear of missing out, FOMO.
Ah, that feeling of what's everyone else up to?
Exactly. You feel that little pang, and almost without thinking, you reach for Instagram to soothe it. That's the internal trigger at play.
Makes sense. And external, those are more obvious, I guess.
Usually, yeah. They're cues from the outside world. Push notifications are a big one for
Oh,
Instagram.
they have little banners that pop up.
Totally. Like getting a notification that someone you haven't seen post in ages just shared something, or you got a new message,
Mhm.
or, someone liked your photo.
Or commented. Yeah, those definitely grab your attention.
They're little nudges designed specifically to prompt you to open the app right then and there.
Okay, so the trigger fires internal or external and pulls us in.
Yeah.
What's next in the model? The action.
That's it, the action. And the key here, according to EL's model and how Jane sees Instagram applying it, is that the action needs to be super simple,
Easier the better.
much easier. Think about scrolling the Instagram feed. It takes almost zero effort, right? Just a flick of the thumb.
Yeah, and it's endless. Plus, it's personalized, so you usually see stuff you actually, well, care about.
Precisely. That personalization keeps the action itself rewarding enough to continue. And Jane also highlights other simple actions,
Like what?
like double tapping to like a post. Incredibly easy. Even the little animation when you tap the comment box, it makes engaging feel smooth and intuitive, minimal friction.
Right, no barriers to just doing stuff in the app. Okay, so we've been triggered, we've taken an easy action. Now comes the variable reward. Yeah, why variable?
Ah, the variability is crucial. It's the core of what keeps us coming back for more, like a slot machine.
Yeah.
After you act, maybe you post something yourself, you get feedback.
Likes, comments.
Exactly. Social validation. But the key is you don't know exactly how much you'll get, or from whom, or when. It's unpredictable.
So it's not the same reward every time.
Nope. Sometimes a post gets tons of likes, sometimes just a few. That uncertainty, that variability, makes our brains more engaged. We crave that potential positive feedback loop.
That makes sense. It keeps you checking back to see what happened. Okay, trigger, action, variable reward. What's the last step? Investment.
Investment, yeah. This is where the user starts putting something into the platform, which makes it harder to leave later.
What kind of investment? Time.
Time, yes, but also data. Every scroll, every follow, you're feeding the algorithm, helping it personalize your experience more. That's an investment of data.
Okay.
But Jane really emphasizes the social network you build. Your followers, the people you follow, your profile, all those photos and stories you've posted over time.
Right, your whole history on there.
Exactly. That becomes a significant investment. Switching to another platform means potentially losing all that accumulated social capital and content. It creates lock-in.
So the more you use it and build your presence, the less likely you are to just ditch it.
Precisely. That investment loads the next trigger, making you more likely to start the cycle again.
Wow. Okay, so just to recap the cycle as Instagram uses it, based on this analysis, you get a trigger, like FOMO or a notification. You take a simple action, scrolling, liking. You get a variable reward, unpredictable likes, comments, and you make an investment, building your profile and network.
You nailed it. It's a continuous loop designed very effectively to keep users engaged and retained.
It really does make you see the app differently. So maybe something for you listening to think about: what other apps are in your daily routine?
Good question.
Can you spot these same elements, the triggers, the super simple actions, the maybe unpredictable rewards, and how have you invested in them? It's definitely something to mull over next time you find yourself just opening an app.